students, welcome to Smart World, a school of complete education. And today we are going to read about a story which is a book review. So let's go ahead and read about this story. George's Secret Key to the Universe. George's dad is an ardent environmentalist. In fact, both his parents are convinced that modern inventions of science and technology have caused a lot of damage on the earth. They are committed to the cause of saving the planet. They use a bicycle instead of a car. There is a ban on TV and computers in their house. They don't buy things like bread and biscuits. They eat only vegetarian and have cooked food and home cooked food. They even use candles to light the house to avoid using electricity. Poor George has to suffer a lot of jeering and ridicule from his friends because of all this. Actually, George doesn't think that either the TV or the computer is a bad thing. He has tried to tell his parents that it's possible to save the earth using the computers and the internet. But no, in their house there can't be any discussion on that issue. George always liked to know why. But who is to answer his questions? His parents think that he is still too young to understand global issues. So it's a story of the story is entitled as George's Secret Key to the Universe. A very good story which you can where it tells that George's dad, he's an he has strong feeling or passionate. Environmentalist means person who want to protect the environment. So he's a passionate environmentalist. Just he want to protect his environment. In fact, both his parents are convinced that they convinced that these modern inventions, science and technology, is damaging the earth. So they are committed to the cause of saving the planet. They use a bicycle instead of car. Instead of using car, they use bicycle, and they also ban TV and computer. They even don't use bread and biscuits. They eat only the vegetarian food and the food which is home cooked. So they also they also don't use electricity. They use candle, and hence poor George has to suffer a lot of zeering. Zeering means rude comment, and ridicule means unkind laughter. You can say the people mock him. His friends just mock and insult him a lot because of all this. Actually, George doesn't think that either TV or the computer is a bad thing. George has none like that. Just computer and TV is a bad thing. But his parents think that. He has tried. He has tried. He has tried. He has many times tried that to tell his parents that if you want to save the earth, you can only save by computer and the internet. But there should be no discussion on this topic because their parents are ardent environmentalists. So, John always like to know why. But there is no one who can answer his question why. Why there is no discussion on this topic. His parents think that he is so young, he's too young, that he can't understand the global issues. So they can't answer his question. One day, however, George unexpectedly acquired a new friend and next door neighbor, Annie. Annie's father, Eric, is a brilliant scientist and ever willing to answer all of George's questions. Eric has built a super intelligent computer named Cosmos. Cosmos has incredible powers. It can literally open windows on the universe and take you to any planet, star, comet, even to a black hole. And of course, Cosmos can also bring you back from there. However, Cosmos depends entirely on the information that is fed into it by people. The people like Eric who do the research and thinking that can make Cosmos work. So one day, George has acquired a new friend who is living next to him. And her name is Annie. So Annie's father is Eric, and he's a very brilliant scientist, and he has developed a super intelligent computer which is named as Cosmos. Cosmos has incredible power, which is incredible means hard to believe. It's very difficult to believe that it can have such powers, and that this Cosmos can open windows to the universe and take you to any planet, star, comet, and even to the black hole. And first, Cosmos can also bring you back from that place. However, Cosmos depend entirely on the people who fed that information, that what should be done and how can we do, and what information should be feed on. And who can feed this information is like a scientist like Eric. Science can be used for a good reason, good cause, and a group of good scientists like Eric have vowed to use it for people's welfare. Unfortunately, there's one odd angry scientist who wants to use the science for his own selfish motive. He is planning to steal Cosmos and offer all of Eric's research so that he can establish his own rule on another planet. It so happens that only George can do something to overcome the wicked plans of the nasty scientist. If you want to know what adventures he undertakes and what strategies he has to use to stop the power-hungry scientist, you have to read the novel George's Secret Key to the Universe. So, there are many scientists who are working for the welfare of people, the welfare of the environment, and these are like Eric. But there are many scientists who just work for their selfish reasons, motive to selfish reason. And that scientist is planning to steal. And there is one old angry scientist who want to steal the cosmos and research of Eric and then establish the rule on the planet. So it happened that George Urge can do something just to overcome all his wicked plan and to save the earth. So if you want to read about all this, how he has overcome this all, how he has overcome this situation, you have to read this about George's Secret Key to the Universe. This is a novel. So here you can read. The author of this wonderful adventure is Lucy Hawking. The story of the novel is imaginary, but it also includes plenty of charts, photographs, boxes that give you hard fact about our solar systems, galaxies, space, and the whole universe. The author of this book, George's Secret Key to Universe, is Lucy Hawking, and this is an imaginary novel. Obviously, it's not true, but it's an imaginary story. But you can get all of plenty information of charts, photographs, boxes, and very hard fact that you don't know about our solar systems, galaxies, space, and whole universe. This information has been presented in a very simple, easy to understand manner by none other than Stephen Hawking, who is said to be one of the greatest scientists of our time. His achievements are all the more astounding as he is a victim of many physical ailments. He has to use a wheelchair to move about and use a computerized voice system in order to speak. The story of Stephen Hawking triumph over his physical disabilities. It is still an inspiring adventure. So this all information is all represented by none other than our Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists, if you are knowing him. And his achievements are all the more astounding his achievements are more astounding, surprising, as he's also victim of many physical ailments. Any ailments means disability, something. You can save him. He's suffering from pain or not so much that he can work. He can walk, but he can neither walk. He is sitting in a wheelchair. If you have seen his image. So the story of Stephen Hawking is in Trump great victory over his physical disabilities. It's fun because obviously he's having a physical disabilities, but he win that physical disability, and a very wonderful, inspiring adventure is his life because he's one of the great scientists sitting in a wheelchair. He even can't talk, but only use computerized is you can say a is computerized voice system. When he speak, he in order to speak, you can say. The book includes very attractive and expressive sketches drawn by Gary Pearson. The book was George Secret Key to Universe. It includes sketches drawn by Gary Pearson. It's true that excessive use of science and technology can give rise to certain problems, but turning away from technology is not a solution. That's why the Hawkings have given an important message in this book. More research, more studies, and a commitment to use them not for selfish gain, but for the welfare of entire living world. So it is very true that if you are using excessively the technology, it will affect you. It will creating a problem to you. But if you're turning away, if you're not seeing it, if you're not using technology, you are hampering your life. It means that you can't just become success. Just can't become success or can get success if you are not using all these things. So the story say that if you are turning away from this all technology, it's not a solution. At last, the Hawking also gave in this story, The Secret Key to Success novel, that if you are doing more research, you are studying more, and your commitment to use all these things in not for your selfish profit, you are not for a selfishness, but for the welfare of whole society, whole world. So become like that. Use technology less, but if you use technology less, yeah, really, it means not more technology because it will affect you, but but only use these technology for the welfare of your country, of your world. So thank you, class, and some things to do for you.